If you're looking at these top tier hyperheat units, you're usually trying to solve one specific problem. How to keep a room from feeling like a meat locker when the temperature outside drops into the negatives. But here's the trap. Most people get blinded by the low ambient labels and miss how these units handle your power bill and indoor air quality once the snow starts falling. I've spent 17 years in the field, and before that, I was a nuclear electrical operator in the Navy. When you're responsible for the electrical operation of a nuclear power plant, you learn to look past the shiny plastic and check the guts of the machine. Today, we are putting the heavyweights in the ring, the Daikin Aurora series R-32 and the Klimaire KMHR series Hyperheat. These are two completely different approaches to high-performance ductless comfort. One is a refined, high-efficiency machine built for the long haul. The other is a brute force heater designed to give you maximum BTU for every dollar spent. The Daikin Aurora comes out of Thailand, which in the HVAC world is basically the gold standard for precision assembly outside of Japan. You can feel it in the weight of the panels and the way the electronics are laid out. The Klimaire KMHR is a Chinese manufactured unit, but that does not mean it will not heat your house. It does mean they are using more off-the-shelf components to keep that price point aggressive. Both of these units are rocking coated coils, which in my book is a non-negotiable for a premium unit. That coating is the only thing standing between your condenser and the slow rot of humidity and salt. It's the difference between a unit that looks new in 5 years and one that starts losing efficiency because the fins are literally crumbling off the copper. The Klimaire KMHR is a spec sheet monster pushing up to 26.4 SEER2 on some models. The Daikin Aurora sits around the 21 SEER2 mark, but that does not tell the full story. What really matters is how that unit performs when it is negative 10 degrees outside, and that is where Daikin's low ambient engineering shows its teeth. You are looking at about a $1,000 difference in purchase price between these two units. With Daikin, you are paying for R-32 tech and a massive dealer support network. With Klimaire, you are getting a high SEER hyperheater at a price that leaves room to pay for installation. Daikin stands behind the Aurora with a 12-year limited parts warranty if you get it registered. Klimaire gives you 10 years on the compressor and 5 years on parts, which is still solid. That extra coverage on the Daikin parts is a huge safety net because control boards on these units can cost as much as a small car. Field secret, keep the outdoor unit clear of snow because these systems move a massive amount of air and will ice up if buried. If you just want the cheapest way to heat a garage, the Klimaire is fine. But for your home, I am picking the Daikin Aurora every time. The move to R32 refrigerant makes it more future-proof, and that 12-year warranty is the strongest signal of confidence in the industry. When a Daikin breaks, I can get parts at 3 different warehouses in town, but a Klimaire proprietary board failure might leave you waiting weeks for a shipment. In the HVAC world, peace of mind is worth the extra grand, so shop like a pro. Check the head-to-head tool at the HVAC for Beginners website for more detailed comparisons.